Got the boat hooked up. Let's go fishing, boys. It's muddy, full of trash up here on the upper end of the lake. All right, guys, we are out here on beautiful Smith Lake. It's a beautiful spring day. We're getting out here a little bit later than normal, but there's a ton of trash up here on this end of the lake. It's really windy, but the water temp is 60 degrees. So I really want to see if I can get on some of these largemouth, but this time of year, the big spots are moving up to the shallower banks, getting up in these pockets and stuff, and really wanting to do their thing. So this is the time of the year that I catch my biggest spotted bass out here. So today we're gonna do a challenge. We are shooting for 15 pounds. I might catch a largemouth, so I'm gonna let the largemouth slide in there, because 15 pounds of spots, for me, it's kind of difficult. I mean, this is my best chance of the year to do it, but just because they set up so much easier to catch, you don't have to really scope them up as much as you do in, you know, the summer and the winter and the fall. But guys, look how dirty this water is. If you fish Smith, you know Smith is notorious for clean water. So we're about to go try to find some clean water. Oh, boys. Yeah, the wind a little bit. We didn't run far, but this water's starting to clear up a little bit more. That's what I want. I mean, I like a little bit of stain, but super muddy. I don't really like that unless I'm targeting largemouth specifically. I've got something crazy going on with my graph, so I was hoping to scope, but I messed with a transducer the other day trying to make my bait tracking better and totally messed it up. It looks awful now. So might not be doing any of that today. Uh-oh. Hey, it's working now. I don't think I'm gonna touch it. I changed the transducer to 60 degrees to try to see my bait better, but now I originally had it on 30 degrees, so I'm leaving it. I just want to at least be able to see my bait, not see super clutter. He felt a lot bigger.
You caught a lot?
Nah, just first one. I just got out here.
I never catch crap over here.
That felt like a daggum fish right there. Man, I can't believe that. Let's go. Well, largemouth. First flip in there with the Texas rig. And man, this looks really fishy. We're in a tight spot. I'm not gonna put him on the scale. He's not very big, but there's cable ropes for all these docks, and my boat's kind of pushing on one right now, so that's ballsy. That's ballsy right there. Gosh, I love fishing like this. There we go. Bite is so weird today. I can't figure out if these fish want to be shallow They're deep. Little spot. It's 2 spots and 1 largemouth. They've all been small. I really don't know. I gotta catch a couple more to figure out where exactly they want to be. I mean, there's a ton of fish in this lake, so me catching that one, you know, could just lead me down the wrong path, because it could have just been random. But there's a bunch of fish in this area. I've been chasing around on the scope, trying to get them to eat a Mickey and a jerk bait, because there's a bunch of balls of bait pushing back into this pocket. I went all the way in the back and I didn't see anything. So I mean, right here they're acting like they want to be pre-spawn, or, you know, just hanging out, feeding up on all this bait. But I mean, there's a bunch of fish. There's a ton of pollen out here today, so it's like I'm trying to run my transducer pretty hot, that way I can see my bait better, but there's so much pollen that it's just making a ton of clutter in the water. Oh man, dang it. That was the very next cast. Oh, look at that big old ball of bait right there. That's what these fish are closing in on. You see there's a fish. There's 3 of them rising up. That's cool. I really need to pull out my jig head minnow and target those, but those look like pretty decent ones, the way that I have my range and everything set up. It's probably at least 2-pounders, and oh my gosh, dang it, I didn't see that one. There's so much bait. Oh man, he had it. I ripped it right out of its mouth. Dang, blew my shot right there. When I hit the trolling motor, I bet you that I got scared. I was freaking twitching that. So I got bit with the shaky head on the bottom, and then I brought it up, and I was sitting there shaking it like a jig head minnow, and that fish bit it. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's insane. Come on. You see that big ball of bait? Come on, show them something different. I caught a freaking shad. Are you kidding me? I don't want to catch a shad. I want to catch the big ones. There was a couple big ones chasing in that. I'm wondering, I bet you they would hit a freaking topwater. I need to tie a topwater on. I'm about to. This is a big ball of bait. Spots go crazy. I've seen them do this in February when the water's hot, or I mean when the water's cold, but if you get a sunny day, it's like they turn on. I gotta tie a topwater on. This is a Boyd Duckett 8090, I believe. It's got a really loud rattle. Try to draw these fish in. Hopefully they'll bite. There they are. Got him. I never thought I'd be throwing a topwater this early. Let's go ahead and put him on the scale. He's not huge, but we gotta start somewhere. On the daggum topwater. There we go. 1.7. We got us a 1.7, boys. Oh man. Right on the edge of that cable. Dang. Sneaky sucker. terrible one. On the Texas rig. Oh, come on. Man, this wind is crazy. I can't go anywhere to get out of the wind. Like, I like this time of year, the way that they're kind of setting up. I like using a light tackle presentation, like a shaky head or light Texas rig like I've been doing today. And I can't get out of the wind anywhere to do it effective. It's like the way that the wind is blowing, this whole upper end of the lake is just getting white. That's fun. Oh man. Oh, he's still on. What the heck? Little dude. These spots are small, but man, they are really fun to catch, no matter if they're this small or not. Feels like a good one. Nope. He tricked me. He's not terrible. We'll go on the scale, but he ain't much. He ain't much at all. First cast up there on that point. I can't believe I set my goal for 15 pounds. Who do I think I am? Kevin Van Dam? Wow, we got 2 1/7s. We're working on a mega bag. Working on a dadgum mega bag. 3 for 5.7. Mega bag inbound. God, that thing's fast. Woo-hoo! Gosh. That thing was so fast. That's why these spotted bass are so fun to catch. Even if they're small. This has been pretty fun. I mean, it's definitely been slower than I anticipated. Numbers and size-wise. But gonna keep on fishing a little bit longer. Got some muddy water out here. Let's see if we can catch one little crank plug, crank plucker sticker, crank plug stick, crank stick. Dude, he came off. Oh my gosh. That was a big one. I don't know what the heck that was, but he about literally, like when I say rip the rod out of my hands, he ripped the rod out of my hands. Golly. I wish he would bite again. That was probably a big old large head right here on this mud line. God, dude, that scared the crap out of me. Well, guys, today was, what's the word? Confusing. So, this time of year, the big spots are normally pushed up on the bank. You can find some largemouth back in the sloughs, spawning, doing their thing. The water temp was 60. I saw 62 and a half. So, I mean, with the history and the water temp and the water level, I was thinking for sure that we were going to catch those big spotted bass, but they just didn't cooperate today. And I know for sure that I didn't catch nowhere near as many fish as I should have. I was around a lot of fish, but I really am not sure if I was ever really around a ton of big ones. Because I caught fish doing literally everything. Scoping, watching them chase bait balls, schooling, fishing pre-spawn stuff on the bank, and caught a largemouth back in a pocket, caught a couple small spots, more on that spawning type areas, shallow points and stuff like that. So I really don't know. We didn't have anywhere near 15 pounds. It's pretty embarrassing. I'm very glad I didn't have any money on the line today. But guys, I really think if I had one more day to come out here that I could figure them out. But you know, I'm not trying to make excuses, but literally the wind has finally died down, but the wind was howling today. It was like 30-mile-an-hour gusts right down the gut of this area of the lake that I like to fish. You know, every bank, spawning type chunk rock bank, was just getting pelted by the wind. So I couldn't really fish anything that I wanted to, that I normally catch them on. But like I said, I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I should have been able to adapt and catch them, but I did not. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We caught a decent amount of fish, just nothing real big. So guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button on this video. We got a good bit coming up in the month of April, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of different stuff on a bunch of different lakes around here. So y'all stay tuned, guys. We'll see you in the next one.